You guys had a long day in the sun, a lot of ocean sports, and making your rounds around Hawaii Day. Once again, on behalf of the Waikiki Beach Walk Plaza Outrigger Enterprises Group, we welcome you once again. And here we have for you one of Hawaii's renowned, wonderful bands, but above all, this woman right here, she's wonderful. One of Hawaii's renowned vocalists. Her name is Kuuipo Kumukahi, also a multi-Nahoku Hanuhanu Award winner. And so along with her, joining is Kimo Stone on bass to your right, Mr. Joy Winchester on the ukulele, Isaac Gak Ahune here on steel guitar. They round up what they call the Hall of Fame Serenaders. Now, in part of our protocol, we got a wonderful, wonderful treat, don't we? This is awesome. Baby Bell and
to the story, to the stories. My eyes have seen the glory. So let's raise our voice in song to save our land. All Hawaii stand together. It's now and forever. Raise your voices, hold your back.
Pua, famous are the children. The medley with all Hawaiians standing together.
Mahalo, Kimo. And as Blaine mentioned earlier, we'd like to say mahalo to Blaine for getting us here. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you have a big enough truck to pick us all up and bring us here. And Brother Dicky on sound over there. And my very favorite nephew over there, Russ Sumida. I just adopted you, brother. Now, I adopted you a long time ago and you're still in high school. To the folks here, these gentlemen represent, and I represent the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame, and if you are interested in who we are and the missions that we do, the mission that we do, if you walk through the hallway right here next to Lifestyle and Yard House, you will notice on the Malka wall, the wall that's facing the mountainside or your right-hand side, you will see inductees to the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame and our patrons, Nalani Eha, the four royal ones. Kimo?
Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame's mission is to promote, preserve, and perpetuate Hawaiian music. If you walk along the hall, which from our point of view is appropriate, it's the Hall of Fame, you'll see our recent inductees in the Hall of Fame. From a Hawaiian point of view, music is not just an entertainment or novelty. We come from an oral culture, so all of the knowledge of our culture have to be preserved in its poetry, in the lyrics of our Mele. And so when you are enjoying our music this afternoon, as we play it for you, amongst the things that you'll come to appreciate is that this is storytelling of a very profound and ancient sort. Amongst the components of our storytelling is interpretation in the hula, in Hawaiian dance. People, we have some dancers here.
Yes, we do, Kimo. The Nalani Eha, the four royal ones, are the last family to the kingdom of Hawaii. They were the Kalakaua family. They were Prince Leleohoku, Princess Like, King Kalakaua, and Queen Liliuokalani. And as Kimo mentioned, the poetry was of the highest form of communication or documentation of our people. And the Ali'i, these four, left us a gigantic legacy of documentation through music. It was also considered a Hawaiian skill or leadership skill to write poetry. And for many of us who aspire as young songwriters, we aspire to write poetry much like our ali'i. But really, we don't come anywhere near to their grand style of writing. Prince Leleohoku wrote this next song. But then a guy by the name of Spike Jones came to Hawaii and tore the music apart to create what is known as the Hawaiian War Chant. So let us do a little bit of demonstration of what that would have sounded like during the time of our ali'i before Spike got here. And in the meantime, to tell you that because of King Kalakaua, one of our Nalani Eha, he was highly responsible for bringing hula back into public performance. You see, when missionaries first arrived in Hawaii, hula was not the Christian ideal. So hula was sent are able to enjoy hula. Well, let us give you that sample before we get the girls out here. Because the song really talks about making love in the palapalai patch. Spike comes to Hawaii, changes that song part to what is known as the Hawaiian War Chant, but we did something a little bit different in the front of the song to make it more appealing. Ready, girls?
Alekaba
Beautiful how many, and she'll be back later. Beautiful how many, and she'll be back later on. Well, you know, you're not familiar with our culture. The men were the first dancers of ancient Hawaii. It wasn't until later that women were able to participate in the hula, sometimes alongside the men. Keeping our tradition of the male hula, we like to feel who lived there, a native of that area, Mr. Pono Beamer, who wrote this for his lovely wife, Elizabeth. Song entitled Kuuipo. One correction, her name is Louise. Okay. Thank you very much. Now we talk about ladies who have been doing so much of what they love doing that after a while it creates some great mana or some great spiritual power. And talk about that power. This next lady's got it all. She's been dancing the hula for well more than 2 years. That's it. Okay, 3. Great stages throughout Hawaii, the continental United States, and around the world, much like Kaunani. But I want you. Some guys feel that you Before we bring on our next performers, I'd like to explain a little bit about the attire that we wear, the women fashion. And as Kimo mentioned before, the hula is interpretive language, and it's not only about the hands and the feet, it's also about the adornments and the costumes or the outfits. In this case, these are that the missionaries' descendants don't have too much clothes on. Oh, boy. Thank you, ladies. Lawa'e and Mokihana. Lawa'e and Mokihana. Mokihana found only on the island of Kauai. Song entitled Nani Wai Ale Ale. Funny-looking instrument looks like a funny-looking instrument looks like a table.
Kekuku took his guitar, which looks very similar to what Ipo has in her hands, and he began carving out instruments on the. His development with other young Hawaiian men. It was an all-boy, all-Hawaiian school in Kapalama, and from there the instrument caught fire, spread throughout the islands, across the mainland, around the world, became known as the signature sound of the Hawaiian Islands. In the 1930s it began amplifying it electrically, adding pedals in the 1940s, but it has always been in Hawaiian, very much a Hawaiian cultural art form, indigenous to the islands and shared with the world. We want to do a song for you. Let's do Aoya, written by Johnny Almeida. See. Aoya, elila wan lilo yahu. Aha na, ko makai na ko. Wai no kapakina le hone mandale de itero to hivi na oi ele ha heo ali hawai akano kamana la ilai ho no ko nu kino na ko ka hi baleno yo yo tu pe hanna ka tua pe a oi all day vai ai la ali no one to be ya
Ladies and gentlemen of the Hawaiian guitar, Dr. Isaac Acuna.
mentioned earlier, Hawaii and Hawaiians come from an oral culture. That is to say, everything that you knew, since there was no writing, had to be committed to memory. So whether it was building a house or a canoe, commemorating an important event or an important person, all of that had to be contained in poetry. So the highest skill recognized by Hawaiians was that of poetry. So if you were a leader, say you were a king or queen, it wasn't enough to be a political leader or administrative leader. You also had to be skilled in the fine arts, but in particular, in music and poetry. And to this day, we as musicians look to the example of the four royal composers, the Lani Eha, the four royal ones, all members of a single family, the last dynasty to the Hawaiian throne, and each of them a extraordinarily gifted composer. We're going to do a song, actually a medley of songs written by Queen Liliuokalani, one of the members of Lani Eha, speaking about her garden, of all things, in Waikiki. And in 1893, the Hawaiian kingdom was overthrown. The queen was imprisoned in Iolani Palace. And there she wasn't allowed any news of the outside world, including no newspapers. Each day a young boy would bring roses from her garden at Pauokalani and present them to her. That's how the news got past her jailer. See, the roses were wrapped up in the daily newspaper. That's how the queen learned about her kingdom. And in a later part of her life, she wrote a song about a lover's embrace as they left Maunawili on the way back to Honolulu. By the time she got to Honolulu, she had completed that song. The song entitled Pauokalani.
Waft my
Song ever written from Hawaii, the Queens of Aloha.
Ana
Felt a little ooh coming from Honolulu.
Shh, not gonna happen. It is not going to happen, okay? Nobody say the R word. Nobody say it. You can say sunshine, but not the opposite. More hula from our dancers, our lovely cast of dancers from Halo, Hawaii, under the direction of Hula Karen Kaohulani. Are you ready? Come on, guys. We have, once again, joining us, Kelani, Wainani, and Namahoy. Let's do hula umaki. Thank you to the island of Kauai, where the song speaks about a ship going aground, and it is saved by the Malulani under the captainship of Hailama. Once more, our gracious ladies join us on stage. Keeping you on the island of Kauai, the song written for the beauty of Kauai.
Beautiful Kauai.
Beautiful Hawaii. We're gonna get our auntie to come back out one more time. Boy, Angie, you're so picturesque out here in this lawn, this wonderful lawn. It's manicured 24 hours. I love it. Don't you love this lawn? Blaine, this is the best grass you ever planted.
Nice job. Very nice.
Yeah, I worked really hard on it. Really, really hard. You know?
No.
It's a big lawnmower, I tell you.
Boy, I tell you, that's a huge lawnmower you got.
Yeah, just watch for the worms, the earthworms coming in.
Good job. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Hawaii's own, the Belle of Honolulu. Up here so I can introduce them to all of you one at a time. If you have just arrived here to the outrigger here at Beachfront, the Embassy Suites, you'll know that there is a performance of hula and Hawaiian music here. You may not have met these folks, so let me introduce them to you. We have Kelani, Wainani, Kealohalani, Kapua Hiva Hiva, Namahoe, Kalei Kaumaka, Haunani, Hawaii's own, the Belle of Honolulu. The men of the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame serenaders, Dr. Isaac Akuna on steel guitar, the Hawaiian guitar, and the Joe Winchester ukulele, and the president of the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame, Kimo Stone.
And ladies and gentlemen, our precious, glorious, award-winning vocalist and leader of the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame serenaders. This is Miss Kuuipo Kumukahi.
My dear friend, Blaine Keel, not friend, he's my brother.
What up, what up?
Oh.
Thanks, Dickie.
Thank you, Vicky, for the song. Thanks, Russ, for the social media. Swish and sway on the hula. Shall we dance to the ipu? Shall we move to the beat of the drum? Exciting moments weaves a spell of devotion to the swish and sway on the hula. this evening, we bid you a fond farewell. The sound of the poo, the sound that is reminiscent of the voices of our past, our kupuna, our ancestors. We strive to continue the values, the Hawaiian values of our people as we move forward into a new age. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, he is the master, our living treasure of the babes, Wikeke Bell.
Good night and take care. Aloha.